It's time for the Jim and Terry Show.
The Jim and Terry Show. Speaking of people that we would like to chat with, maybe not with a coffee. Jim might, in the latter part of the evening, imbibe in a smoky whiskey with somebody. Who would you like to chat with? If you could just start as if you were old friends.
Yeah, I would think some people would be a lot easier, more easier
approachable,
easier than you think to talk to. Like Brad Pitt, maybe. Like he seems like he could be approachable if you got him in the right. If he doesn't think you're trying to get something out of him,
So you're going on the theme of actors. So Brad Pitt is one you would find?
It could be. I don't know. It could be anybody.
How about Tom Cruise, since he's in the news with his latest movie? Would you be interested in carrying on a conversation with Mr. Cruise?
I don't know, but he'd probably be a good guy to carry that on with, because I think deep inside of his incredible ability to act and stuntman and everything else, there was a story once where he, I think they had a slight fender bender or something, and he went out and he held out his hand to shake their hand and said, "Hi, I'm Tom Cruise," and the people weren't nice back.
Don't report me.
No. I think he was just, it is thrilling to people to meet a celebrity, but
Yeah.
I think he was just introducing himself.
Yeah.
And the slapback would have been not nice. And I remember I had an incident like that once when I was playing in a bar, and I went to the bartender and I said, "Could I have a water?" And then I said, "Oh, I'm with the band." My reasoning for that was, I'm not a customer that's just having water. I'm in the band. He took it as ego, and he stopped everything and raised his hands in the air and said, "Whoa, he's with the band. Did you know that he is with the band?" Embarrassed the crap out of me. And I wasn't asking anything. All I wanted him to know is, I'm with the band. I'm
not a
asking for a
customer.
water.
Yeah, I'm not a paying customer.
I totally was taken wrong.
Yeah.
And he was a jerk.
Things that get taken out of context.
How about you?
About Keanu Reeves?
I love Keanu Reeves. I'd love to talk to him.
I'd love to talk to him about his approach to life and living. I heard he's one of the most grounded actors in Hollywood.
And generous.
Yeah.
I think he's one that after the movie's done, he includes in the party everybody. The guy holding the mic, everybody. Where's Larry? Larry. The guy.
The gaffer.
The go-getter.
Yeah.
Where's he? Why isn't he here? That kind of thing. I hear he's very, very generous.
I think that's great.
And he has forfeited his salary in order to make sure other people could be in the movie.
Oh, I think that's...
Like given some of it or all of it. Him and I think it might have been Brad Pitt. Two people, I think, gave all their salary to a charity.
When you are filthy rich, you can afford to be charitable. That's all I will say about that.
I guess, but some people are so in the mood to expand what they have and stuff, and others seem to be genuinely happy and satisfied with what they've got.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, Keanu Reeves has quite a collection of motorcycles.
Yeah, he likes motorcycles.
What about Jay Leno and his car collection?
Yeah, neither one of these things. I don't even have a collection of guitars. I mean, I have three.
I aspired to a collection.
Yeah.
Well, I do
have four.
have.
No, I have four, and then I have one of my sons, so I have five. And there's the other 15 that are in the back room. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that.
I've always wanted a wall of guitars in the studio.
Please
can't
don't
do it here
please
because
don't
it's not.
do that.
No, wreck the guitars. The humidities.
All you would hear. I wish you had your guitar here like you have before. All you hear is bling, bling. Sorry, bling.
All right. Other people that you would be interested in carrying on conversations with.
Well, it's funny since we go through that, and then I go into a blank. I can't think of people like you said. Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu Reeves. I'd love to talk with that person.
Okay, politicians that you would like.
I'd like to be friends with Keanu Reeves, I think.
Yeah, he's this kind of guy you'd like to chill with.
Yeah, politicians, I don't know. I don't know if anybody has
Visionary?
moved me
No?
to. Well, I mean, See, I would say Elon Musk, but I think he'd be the hardest guy on earth to talk to.
Yeah.
I would feel so inferior intellectually, and then he'd probably come across as a complete doink when it came to what I was interested in.
Yes, social or emotional intelligence is not his strong suit, but he is gifted in other areas, and it'd be nice to just let him talk about his gifted areas. And we just say, we're not worthy.
We're not worthy. Yeah.
All right. People I'm interested in are philosophers. I would have loved to have sat on the rocks and listened to an Aristotle or Plato, for instance. Those kinds of things. You would like to sit in the hills of Galilee and listen to Jesus.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
There are a number of people. I would like to know about the struggles of First Nations, for instance. I would like to hear Sitting Bull's side of things. On the
when it got to that, I don't know about very many modern things. Maybe Buffy St. Marie would be interesting.
Yes.
She's been around a while and has had quite a protesting voice.
Yes.
When it comes to Native affairs. She's done quite well for herself. I don't know what I would have to talk about other than, just to see their situation. And
yes, that's all.
Yeah.
Just understand. The whole point of a conversation is to come away with more than you knew about the person when you started.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know who that would encompass at this particular time, because I'm a bit jaded, when I think of the chiefs and when they make millions of dollars and their people don't. Not all of them, of course. I don't know all of them. This is my point. I guess I don't know enough. I know some chiefs make millions when their people are impoverished. Just like like many other leaders in this world. You take the poverty that would be in Russia and the hardship, and Putin's a multi-gazillionaire, billionaire. Yeah. So...
would you like to have a conversation with Putin?
Not even for a minute.
Neither would I.
I think he's out of his ever-loving mind. I think he's an egomaniac.
Would you like to have a conversation with Zelensky?
Yes. Now, that would be a guy that you could probably... Well, the bravery of the man. I love the idea. He's a president's president in my eyes, because he stayed. Many others, they flee for the sake of the country. Mm-hmm. My brilliant mind must be alive, somewhere, like... So
I can return in glory to lead.
Yeah, return in glory to lead. He went right to he's got, crosshairs on him from everywhere, and he goes right to the front lines. He's taken his life in jeopardy every day being there. Mm-hmm. And Russia has this ability to kill people. Their own people, 9 fell out windows and stuff, Terry, and died. 14 now? Jeepers. They just die when they disagree with Putin. So Zelensky really disagrees with Putin.
That's a slip of the Freudian tongue, but it works.
Yeah. So he'd be nice to have a conversation with. I just think, again, I would be out of my comfort zone. I would probably like to be with somebody and carry on that conversation together.
This is a conversation in which literally we're not worthy. He's carrying the weight of the whole nation on his shoulders, and we don't know his support staff, but I'm imagining they're as committed as he is. He's the front, but the others who are making it work are the people volunteering to go and fight. This is their homeland. This is their villages. Yeah. This is what they're willing to do. And the sacrifice of the Ukrainian people, I, for the life of me, do not understand a Tucker Carlson talking Russian talking points on his show all the time.
I don't understand anybody talking Russian talking points.
Well, the GOP does it regularly. The stuff that they say is just straight out of the Putin's playbook. And I don't get that.
Well, this is the point where I won't argue. Yeah. I just can't argue anymore, Terry. I'm tired of it. I'm not. The best you're going to get out of me is, you really believe that? Oh, okay. That's the best you're getting out of me. I ain't getting dragged into it, because there's no convincing. It's like brainwashing like I've never seen.
Yeah. See, that's the double-edged sword and the upside down of Stranger Things, is how they being those who believe and follow Trump or follow the GOP or follow a far-right ideology where you think your freedoms are being deprived because we are in a global pandemic. And that's still going around. I think I've sent you some up-to-date ones on COVID, a new bit of coming out, false information as well. And did tell you that I follow a Dr. Susan Oliver and Prof. Greg.
I see her all the time.
Yeah.
She's kind of a joy to look at.
She isn't. Her demeanor is so disarming. Some people say that's obnoxious, but I find it
Why obnoxious?
genuinely
She's
disarming.
actually attractive in her clumsiness or whatever.
And her
the
dog.
way. I don't even know how you make your hands work like that.
It seems
Like her
like
hands
puppet.
are always
It seems like she's
that.
a marionette.
And she's smiling all the time and she's happy.
The strings are attached to her hands.
And that's such and such. She's
Yes.
a dog.
Yes,
And this is a scientist. This is an actual scientist.
And her latest thing is on a new journal study on COVID and ivermectin. If you haven't seen it, Dr. Susan Oliver, it's on YouTube. People to unpack things when you're only being fed one thing. It's good to know that there are people who can break it all down with good thinking. That's a book. We'll get to it. This is the Jim and Terry Show, signing off.